Parents or caregivers of children who sexually act out may themselves feel traumatized by this, may not know what to do. And parents and caregivers require information, support, compassion, and also a trauma-informed atmosphere, an atmosphere of safety. They need to know who they can be referred to and to feel safe with the person, that they can open up about their concern with the child and be provided with practical guidance on what to do. So, practical guidance includes things like do not allow sleepovers, supervise your child all the time, and as already noted, take the child in for therapy as quickly as possible because children's brains are developing and children require prompt treatment in a developmentally appropriate and trauma-informed way. So, what else can parents do on a practical basis? Well, one of the things parents can do is provide a sense of safety for the child and let them know that, if you feel like doing this, play a jumping game instead. I'm going to talk about what a jumping game is. This is a replacement behavior that I developed years ago and have taught to, hundreds of students and to thousands of clients. The child, not only a child, adolescent or adult who acts out sexually in a compulsive kind of way, feels like they do not have control over their own behavior. And the more guilt and shame they feel, the more they tell themselves not to do that, but actually, often the stronger the compulsion to act out is. And so, what is best is to put in a replacement behavior. For children, for the replacement behavior to work, it needs to be whole body behavior, which means playing on a computer or a video game or something will not work. So, I recommend a jumping game because it can be done in any situation, like on the spot. You don't require any prompts. What is a jumping game? Well, I'll ask the child to see how far they can jump. Like this. I'll ask them to see how high they can jump. Like this. I'll ask them to show me how many times they can jump on one foot and if they can jump that many times on their other foot. And this can be repeated. By the time a child's done this game, usually the compulsion to sexually act out has left. And so, as a therapist, when I teach children these replacement games, I will often in therapy then ask, how many times, did you play the jumping game, a lot or a little? And that can inform me as to how frequently the child feels like sexually acting out. Now, children are involved with many environments. They have their parents, other caregivers, perhaps, grandparents, babysitters, daycares, whatever systems are involved in their life. And so it's important to provide some information to everybody who comes in contact with the child on a regular basis and to teach them about using a replacement behavior, how to correctly use this jumping game or other appropriate replacement behaviors. And if the child receives reinforcement from this in many different environments, then the sexual acting out behavior will settle down much more quickly. I think it's critically important that we nip these behaviors in the bud before they become problematic. I have worked with adults who did not receive therapy as children and, where they have continued to act out sexually. No child wants to grow up to become a sex offender. And most of these children, even without treatment, won't. It's prudent for parents and caregivers to educate themselves, to find therapists that they feel confident with, and to ask many, many questions, and to expect their questions to be answered. Thank you very much, and have a good day.